My name's Jim Nutting, and I'm going to be giving you a little nickel tour of my studio and business here at Maine Art Glass in Lisbon Falls. I'm basically a stained glass studio. I do everything you could imagine with glass. I repair church windows, I build church windows, I do a lot of custom work, cabinet doors. I teach classes. We have 4 or 5 classes a week that we have perpetually ongoing. We're now in the basement of the church that I bought 20 years ago, and I've converted that to my art glass studio workshop. When we go upstairs, you'll be encountering a museum as well, and the glass studio and retail shop. I do a lot with seashells. I was a biology major in college, and so my interests, of course, are the entomology and the shells, and so anything to do with nature I tend to. So most of my stained glass depictions are of natural history. There's Bambi, blue crowned moths from Costa Rica. If you've heard of the murder hornets, these are a couple of murder hornets. These are the real deal. These are from Japan. Of course, I bought this old church 20 years ago, and I thought it would be perfect for my stained glass. I've kind of incorporated all of my hobbies. I've had a number of hobbies throughout the years, and I've been doing stained glass for 42 years, but I've been collecting butterflies for 3 years. But this has been an opportunity for me to combine both of my interests. So I'm cutting out some pieces now. We have, somebody brought me a project. I have to make 4 panels, and this is for a gentleman who's in the Coast Guard, and so he has to make a box for his hat. And so he's had 4 pieces, 3 pieces he drew out, and each of these are going to be patterns. So I've made the patterns from his original artwork, and then so I've got a pattern here, and it's an ice-breaking Coast Guard boat that's going to be cutting through some ice, and you can see some water and stuff. And so here's a couple pieces that I already cut as the ice, and so that piece fits right here. We got a little piece that goes right on this side here, and we're looking at this piece right here. So this was his artwork, and I'm basically transposing that into stained glass. And so the white that we see here are the white pieces that I cut. The sky is going to be gray. And so this is the sky. So here's some sky that I haven't cut yet. I just started on those. And so what I can demonstrate now is these are the sky pieces. I think we're looking at, I think all of these pieces are a part of the sky. So I have to cut out these pieces for the sky. So as I cut it, I'm scoring on the lines here. Make a little score, and just like that, I've broken it right off. And so I'm making scores in the glass. This is just a little wheel. This carbide wheel. I'm going to do this one in 2 here. I'm making a couple cuts to get me that one. Another one here. Again, I'll go a little shy so that I can make a second cut, a little bit more accurate that way. And then that will be here. So to finish off this piece here, we're just taking and snipping off these pieces. Just like that. Do a little tiny bit of nibbling. That's all pretty good there. And this one here, I'm going to be cutting just like that. This one I think was done in 1. This one I had a couple. 2. And a little bit of fine tuning I can do with these grazing pliers. And then after this, I'll go to a little electric grinder that we have, and I'm able to soften the edges. Mostly I use it to reshape things if they're not cut perfect, and I'm grinding away my marks. The marks are nice and accurate, and I know right where I want to grind it. I hate selling pieces. I hate selling them because they're part of me. Anytime I make something, a lot of times when I sell it, I feel an urge to go out and create it again, even if it's duplicated.